Oh yeah, Barry Apocalypse, the storm that never came.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we messed up. Nationally, they try to hype it up for the ratings, and I think if they do that again, it's going to get to a point where something bad's going to come. Nobody's going to listen because they cry wolf so much, and that's when we're going.
Right, that's what I was about to say. Like, the boy that cried wolf. And the local news kind of did it in a sense, but everything's about clickbait today. And then so this is where the real problems came in, and I'm gonna try to find some of these quotes that my cousin sent me as the storm was going on, like as they were, because their thumbnails like you know what I'm saying, like was like catastrophic.
Yeah, it has to be dramatic.
The fucking thing's not even a hurricane yet, right? You know what I'm saying?
It was half of
they
a
said
storm.
deadly in every sentence on the Weather Channel.
Right, like the damn thing wasn't even a hurricane, and they were fucking freaking on it. Like, dude, they treated us. I don't know. And let's be real. Like for me, and y'all know, cause I can't fake the funk. The river was high, bro. The river's high right now. If y'all know anything about the Mississippi River, it's high. It's fucked up. It's polluting areas. I was worried about that. You know, I'm not worried about the storm surge. Fuck the storm surge. I'm worried about, can these levees hold up? Cause
but they played to that fear. That's what they did, because everybody knew where the river was.
So by Wednesday, they were saying that the river's gonna hit 19 feet, and I think Thursday they said 20 feet, and 20 feet is like that's the top of the levee, right? That's your levee, right? You know what I mean? And it fluctuates certain parts of the levee. Some are like, certain areas are like 23, 24. I guess your average may be 20 feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they call that your top off area. Dude, and I ain't worried about topping over. I'm thinking about weak links in the chain. How long? We don't fucking know.
No,
and then these motherfuckers are lying. Like obviously, we caught them in this huge lie. We talking about this catastrophic bullshit.
We're all gonna die!
The Army Corps engineers is saying, we good. Don't worry about it. We good. Don't worry about it. But at the same time, what they gonna say?
We're all gonna die!
Nah, we ain't good, homie. You know what I mean?
Bro. They're gonna act surprised even if they know
we
going
fucked
down.
up right here, and so didn't give us the money to fix these certain spots. So they can't say that. They gotta act like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And so, because they're gonna get fired whether it's all good, whether they say it's all good or it ain't all good. If it ain't all good, they gonna get fired.
But it got so bad that the national media was so bad that the local channels towards the end started debunking them because it was so bad.
Yep.
They were. I seen somebody on, I think it was Fox or something, like a local one was out in Biloxi, and they filmed people on jet skis riding on it, saying, "Look, it's not a." Then Bob Brett came on, and he was like, they just wanted ratings, because that's the only time people watch the Weather Channels. So they want to make a name for themselves. So, but that's gonna come back and hurt everybody. But with that being said, I'm thankful that nothing did happen, because if you went through Katrina, I mean, you and your kids
even
going
with
through
all
that.
the hype, though, man. Even with all the hype, didn't you notice how the community was taken to the storm? They was going outside, checking it out, going to the lakefront. Like, they didn't care. They wasn't letting the media get to them. You know, they seemed more excited for the storm than scared.
So like, here we go. You look at the Weather Channel. This is my cousin texted me. You look at the Weather Channel. It says, life-threatening floods coming. Media is something else. When it's going to get really bad, no one is going to want to listen. Just like you said, crying wolf. I mean, everybody's thinking the same thing. And the national media is looking for that coverage, because that's paid coverage. Like, the more viewers, so they're gonna try to blow this thing as far as
even
they can.
when it was over, they were like, "Oh, well, it's still sitting on top of it. Anything can happen. It's not over." My cousin came into town 2 days after it was over, and he's got people texting him from Miami saying, "Man, be careful. That they're saying it's bad down there." He's like, "Man, we on Bourbon Street right now. It's sunny and hot. Like there's no flood."
Dude, they had fucking. You look on Facebook, I got a lot of people who I'm friends with, associate with, within, like the South region, Midwest. They're like, prayers for Louisiana, prayers, like, man, listen, like, nah, like, I didn't get any. I'm out here chilling. Like everything's open.
Yeah.
You know, I just bought my kid a Happy Meal from McDonald's. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And y'all worried about us dying. And that's the narrative that they, you know what I mean? Like, they push.
And I think that hurt too was when, I mean, a couple of days before the storm, where it was like it rained and streets were flooding in New Orleans. Like, we judged it by that. Like, man, this is just a little rainy. We got this, and we got a hurricane coming up. So we got all them things, the river high, the flood a couple of days before. They're like, man, we're gonna use this, and we're gonna do some serious fear mongering.
I'm gonna die.
Well, yeah, I think that's what blew. I'm sorry, Tom, but that's what blew it up. I think that may have been the thing that the city flooded over some bullshit.
Yeah. I had to drive home in my car. I was like, it was almost to my hood, and I was like, man, we done this weekend.
Well, even what they said is that I was listening to the big, the Fox meteorologist, the guy who took Bob Breck's place. Yeah. David Bernard, that's his name. Yeah. He says that evening after it was all over, like, I predicted a 50% rain chance. The computer models didn't even say it was gonna rain. You know, like, so nobody knew this was coming.
And it was a crazy amount of rain in a little time.
The guys who run the pumps with the you know, and like, dude, it's they probably wasn't even at the station. You know what I'm saying? Like that, they were chilling somewhere.
Meteorology, they like a poor man's politician.
Well, what contributed to all the fear mongering is the way the storm came in. Like, how growing up from a kid, when's the last time you ever known a storm developing over land? Hitting the Gulf, strengthening up, and do a whole U-turn.
Yeah, and staying there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that played right into the fear mongering.
Yeah.
And then the whole time while everybody in the community was joking around and making jokes and memes and everything, you notice they were still trying to keep it going.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, the rain ain't here yet. It can't come well into Sunday.
When they were reporting that nothing happened, you could sense like disappointment in their voice. You know, like, oh man, it's like,
the storm made them look like complete liars.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I was driving around. I was listening to talk radio, 870, which is, like they cover, that's our radio station that covers everything. Anyway, Scoot was on there, and he said that I have a feeling, I have a sense that people, like not the news, just the people in general, like they get disappointed when it doesn't turn out the way.
Yeah.
Like when it's not catastrophic. Like
it's almost like they're online complaining about it.
Right. They just want to, because they want to experience it. It's like riding a surfer looking for that big wave. You know what I mean? That he thinks he can handle. Yeah. That's kind of like how people feel. Like they. It's almost like they want it to happen.
I mean, almost like you want to be a surfer.
At least you could be honest and say, I don't want to look, bro, I got flood insurance. I want that bitch to flood. I'm looking to move. That's why, be honest. That's why I want a catastrophe. I want that bitch to flood.
I wish your mom.
You know how much money I can get off that flood?
Yeah, because we were younger. A lot of us were younger when Katrina hit. So I mean that our parents had flood insurance. Now, shit, let me get that.
Right. Like they hit a lick. Then I finally got to move where I wanted to move. It's not gonna change. Like what's gonna happen, and they understand, and you got to think about it like this, and it was just facts that even though you can sell that, no matter how much people call bluff, you can still sell it every time.
Yeah. And what I tell people is, man, don't listen to the noise. Just prepare every time. Just because because Katrina can happen. 1 out of 100 times, it don't matter. If you just prepare, and if nothing happens, that's good. If something does happen, you're prepared. But don't go off of what you seen on TV. Because it's all about ratings.
One of the funniest things, I was telling my brother, I'm looking at the radar. think about the radars, because the radars really sell it to you.
Yeah.
You know, now we be able to ability to look at the satellite on our phone. So you know how they like color code like the worst
it looks
stuff?
all crazy. Yeah.
It makes you like this dark purple.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they know what colors really
and they just look, and you don't know what you're looking at. It's like an ultrasound. Right. Oh yeah, I see it. Like, you don't see shit.
Colors but I mean, like, you know, like subconsciously certain colors will define, you know, like we define certain emotions and moods based on colors. Yeah. So when they color code
red and
right, when you got you know, like this is where your worst parts are gonna be at, and this is where you know,
you're like, shit, it's red at my mom's house. Look,
that's the only thing we believe. Like at this point, before they had a meteorologist or you know what I mean, like some. Back in the day, we didn't have the weatherman to say anything.
Or tornado alerts and flood alerts.
Did they have weathermen doing Betsy? What's
Nash Roberts?
You kind of worked off your gut back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You had to. Like, everything was instinct, which is human nature. Right. So we kind of lose touch with that nature part of ourselves and just look at what they tell us.
Depending on what technology is telling us to say.
You're looking at this radar on the screen, you know what I mean?
Not knowing they're not trying to inform. They're about ratings. They're not trying to get your information.
So there's our 10 minutes that we had on that topic. But using your gut, and it's just, you know, I think all of that is kind of fear mongering. At the end of the day, but it's right, because what happens is it's better to be prepared and it not happen, right, than to not be prepared and it happen.
Right.
So, you know, it's like we're wrong, but it could happen anyway. You know,
I never walk out of a situation and be like, man, I was too overprepared.
And then every hurricane is different. Like every hurricane has its different. It moves in a different way. You know, like this one. The one things that they said that references will ended here is that they had that dry air that was pushing on top of it. Yeah. So the east side of the storm that was supposed to get that hard, where most of the hurricanes go, everything was on the back end of the eye, which they couldn't find. But all of a sudden, it's catastrophic. But there's no true eye development. But it's catastrophic. Let's remember that it's catastrophic, but they ain't got no fucking eye.
When you look right above the eye, there's nothing there. It's all calm.
Yeah. Right.
But you know what I'm saying? So it's just like a half of a stone.
Yeah. And then I think, you know, like that's why Sunday, they were right about that. You know, Sunday we got the rain, but it was nothing. Dude, I had worse flooding in this backyard. It rained all day on Sunday. Yeah. In this backyard, I had worse flooding on a Saturday night. It stormed for like an hour, bro.
And the whole backyard was a pool. Every time it does flood, and they're like, "Oh, the pump's over." No, you're not prepared for that. You're preparing for this is what the pumps can do when you actually turn them on and do your job, because you're prepared for this rain. Other times, people, like he said, they snooze, and so it floods, and that's what it is.
The whole backyard was fucking was like a pool.